case you missed it with Read the Hard Way.
Okay, this is Three the Hard Way, the best podcast you've never listened to. My name is John Laurie, a man of 1,000 Blu-rays. With me, as always, is Mr. DJ Old School Mike.
Wiggy wiggy, what up?
And Chad fucking Aereo.
Hello, you godless sodomites.
Right out of the gate, huh?
Right out of the gate.
You're in rare form tonight.
You sure are. Well, let's start it out like we always do. What you drinking?
Gentlemen, go ahead. All right. Tonight, I am going to be drinking...
We always start with you.
I'm going to be drinking some beers from Central Waters Brewing Company out of Wisconsin.
Oh, all right.
Seemed pretty good. I got 4 different ones. So first one I pulled out was a Satin Solitude Imperial Stout.
Satin Solitude Imperial Stout. How is it?
I don't know yet. Just pulled it out.
Oh,
I think the most important question is what color is the cap?
All the caps are blue.
Oh, okay.
What is that? A little bird or
It
something?
looks like a little birdie.
It's a little bird foot.
Oh, that's a little birdfoot. That's my pet name for you. How appropriate. Little birdfoot.
Not bad for a stout. Not great, but not bad.
Well, I'm starting the evening with a Moscow Mule, as you can see.
Oh, that's a change for you.
That is a change for me. What you got there, Michael?
I have my Founders Brewing.
Mm.
I don't know what that is. I got it somewhere for free. It is Coke with a splash of Captain.
Ah, there you go. Captain Coke.
Splash, like a cannonball or just like a...
No.
Yeah, like a what do they call it? Like a double twist 220 inverted. Yeah, I don't know diving. Sorry.
Oh, what was the dive from that Rodney Dangerfield movie?
Yeah,
Like
the triple Lindy.
the triple Lindy. Yeah, back to school. Yeah. Like, well, people our age will get that joke, but other people know. You know, I was talking about this the other day. That's one of those movies that we grew up on that just couldn't be made now. You know. No. You know, I was talking. I don't know if I talked about it on here or not, but we were talking about Life of Brian from Monty Python, and there's a specific scene in there that just could not be made now.
They didn't even know if they could make it back then.
Well, that's true. They got in a lot of shit for that. But there's one specific scene in it that I always think of. I'm like, well, you know, the same things with Mel Brooks. You know, Mel Brooks, his movies could really never be made now.
Oh yeah,
Not even Spaceballs.
What's that, Chad?
I said they're doing them on Broadway, but that's only because they're accepted now.
Yeah. And Spaceballs, yeah, you could probably redo, Mike. I mean, like Blazing Saddles.
Mm-hmm.
You know, definitely, yeah, just couldn't happen. So, anyway, what's going on with you guys?
Not much.
Wow,
man.
this is going to be
nothing nearly as
odd number
exciting as odd number episode, man.
It's going to be a great fucking show. I can tell already.
That's what happens when I show up drunk already.
Oh.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. I have nothing in comparison to Chad's awesome story of today.
Oh yeah, out on the bike, riding responsibly, and then 15 minutes from home. Hey, let's grab something to eat real quick, and we go to a freaking Applebee's just for whatever, because apparently I like having diarrhea for dessert. And they're like, "Oh, hey, we've got dollar strawberry vodka thinger or whatever." So I'm like, "Yeah, all right, put it in a Brutus glass."
Oh, nice, yes.
You're
the
so
Brutus.
You're
the
so
King's size.
You're so drunk, your internet connection is slowing down tonight. That's the crazy part.
it's staying perfectly timed with what I see.
Yeah, I didn't.
Go ahead.
No,
Sorry.
you, buddy. Go for it.
I was helping a buddy install floors today and hang doors.
Oh, that sucks ass.
Yeah, it is what it is. He helped me do my floors, so it was kind of a trade-off.
Yeah. Yeah, that's kind of my weekend too. I spent yesterday building a fire pit. I used to have an area with a pool, above ground pool. One of them fancy Walmart pools. Whatever, man. It was like 22 foot and it was like 4 feet, 5 feet deep, whatever. I loved it, but it's such a pain in the ass to take care of that we finally just tore it down.
Well, and it's not like down here where you could leave it up year. I mean, did you
Right.
leave it up year round?
I tried
Or did you have to break it down?
No, I tried to leave it up, and that, yeah. I got some really cool videos of ice skating on it.
I'm sure that was good for it.
Hey, the pool itself was fine. Just getting it clean after leaving it up was a pain in the ass. Probably should put a cover on it, but whatever.
I've been struggling for a month to get the algae out of my pond and waterfalls. Water's clear, but it looks like the rocks and everything in my pond look like Donald Trump's hair. It's just waving. I can't get rid of it.
We told ourselves we wouldn't get political.
If the water's clear and it's doing that, doesn't it look good? Like it could look cool. Or no, it's just complete garbage.
It's garbage.
Yeah. I just, I don't know. The reason I was laughing when you talked about your pond is because I was just thinking of Caddyshack. Yeah, pond would be good for you. No pool.
Yeah. Believe me, when it's those 100-degree days, I have thought about climbing into that damn thing.
Honestly, man, I did yard work today. I mean, in between doing some other stuff, but I almost went to. I think Big Lots has like a 7 foot by 7 foot round blow up pool,
the inflatable pool.
Right. It's like only like 1.5 feet deep, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go get one of them for $40. And I can put a raft in it and just float.
What do you need a raft in it? Just sit in it. Just sit your own juices.
Yeah, it's got cup holders around the outside of it too.
It's not deep enough to drown.
That's true.
Unless you lay down completely. I mean, you got to use a lot of them cup holders to be in trouble in that pool.
Well, you know me, listeners of the show. No, that's what I did. So we had that big spot where the pool was, and we got rid of the pool, and I've been trying to work outside. Like, we've been at this house 3.5 years, and I've remodeled the inside, and it's pretty much done. I mean, there's a few things here and there, some molding and things like that, and a crack I have to fix in the ceiling because I had a panic attack in the attic, which is odd for a guy who's done heating and cooling for 25 years.
Yeah,
but I was trying to get down to the edge, to the edge of the roof line, and I'm up here, and I'm trying to get. And it turns out I didn't even need to do it because it was a separate circuit. I was looking for lighting in the kitchen when I was redoing stuff, and I had a full-on panic attack. Just a bunch of bug dust up there and everything, and I'm like, holy shit! And I tried to get out, and I cracked the ceiling. So yeah,
terrible.
And
But you're done. But you're done.
Up there, yeah. Well, I should probably go up and before I ever try to sell the house, kind of fix some of that wiring, make it look a little nicer. It's adequate, not a danger.
I built my house 10 years ago. I'm still finishing trim.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. My son has been painting trim for allowance money. Because I'll put it that's what happens to me. I put it up and I'm like, yeah, that's awesome. I don't want to finish it. Somebody else caulk it. Somebody else paint it. Yeah. Yeah. That's like drywall. I know. Well, that one, I know my limits. I'll get the drywall ready.
Yeah.
I'll put it up. I'll get it ready, and I will pay somebody to come finish it because otherwise I will see it for the rest of my life.
That's not my thing.
Yeah. So anyway, the inside we're pretty well done with, and this year we're going to try to work on the outside. We have a really nice backyard, and we haven't really been able to make a whole lot of use of it because, we just haven't. That wasn't a priority. So,
are you guys' little fire pits that you got going are pretty similar?
Actually,
his is bigger than mine though.
Well,
Mike texted.
That's genetic.
Mike, he texted the picture earlier, and I was like, "When did John get neighbors?"
Chad
didn't even the house next door. What the hell?
Chad didn't even hear the joke. No.
He said, when he said, "Well, John's is bigger," I said, "Well, that's just genetics. That's there's nothing you can do about that." But yeah, his is pretty similar. Although I think you're using the larger are you using the larger bricks? Because actually, what I got they weren't retaining wall bricks. They were just kind of curved bricks, probably about that big. And so I don't know. I went up 3 layers, same as you, but
yeah. I put a layer in the ground to make a level base, and then I went 3 up. They are the retaining wall blocks. They're the angled ones.
Yeah,
like to make a round.
Right.
But yeah, I got them out of the garbage. Neighbor of mine was throwing them away. I was like, fuck that, man. They're like $4 a piece down here.
Yeah. No, I know. Well, the ones I'm using are $1.58 a piece.
The only problem is they don't match 100%, and that drives me crazy. Like, I don't care that they're different because it's like 3 different colors, but like I am back out on the porch again. So when they put the pool in, they did the enclosure, they did all the block work, all the pavers. And I had like a pallet of pavers left over.
Right.
I was like, what am I going to do with these? But I paid for them. So fuck you. I want them.
Right.
So they dropped them back off after I got inspected and everything was good. Yeah. And so I was like, what am I going to do with them? And I had sod being delivered. So I was like, I'm going to make a walkway and a ring around my fire pit. So I used almost like every block. Well,
mine's bigger. I mean, the area is bigger. I think the fire pits are probably the same size. My area is bigger just because of the pool. Like I had that entire area. I ringed it with the full size retaining wall bricks. I made a ring around for all the feet for the pool to sit on. Leveled those, and then put sand down underneath so the pool liner wouldn't rip. So this time, now that it's out, I left the rings there, left the sand, but I put plastic down again and put more sand. Fucking 20 bags of sand I put on that shit. I still need more. But then decided to just dig out, like right in the center, dig out a hole and then frame around it with the bricks and make an actual fire pit. And it's pretty cool. I used it last night. I made it small enough, just small enough so that I can take a store-bought, fire pit and I can lay it in there. Right. If it's just me out there, I don't need a fucking bonfire. But then Dawn got home last night from hanging out with her sister, and hey, thanks for listening, Misty, by the way. She's been home with she had surgery on her foot, so she watched both our episodes on YouTube. So Dawn got home. I pulled the little thing out and just did a big ass fire, and oh my god, is it so much better. Like just because like normally I'll buy firewood and I'll get my table saw out and I'll cut it in half because it's a small fire pit, right? But now I need to buy firewood just to get giant flames, and oh man, I can't wait. It's gonna be a lot of fun. We got a Tony Award. What's that?
I said I've got basically it's like 3/4 of a fire pit or of a fire ring off of my patio. When I poured my patio, the stoop was like a foot off the ground, and I 45'd the corner, and then I did a half circle off the corner. So and I put sand in there so everybody that's sitting on the deck on the patio can sit by the fire, and then everybody that's like a foot down can sit around the fire. And it's all about the same level, but just a little off.
Well, I'll tell you what, the sand, I know it seems like it looks goofy to look at my backyard and see this big round sand pit. Now it looks a little better with a fire pit in it now, but like I'll go out, I'll take my damn shoes and socks off, man. Just walk around. And
cats are going to love you.
We don't have any.
Man, that's the problem. Like I built the whole thing and I had the plan to put the round around it. And I was like, I want rocks. I want like river rocks, like little pebbles or something.
Yeah.
And Jamie's like, no, I want sand. I want to feel like I'm at the beach. And I'm like, every cat in the neighborhood's going to piss in me. And she was like, no, I saw on, I don't know, Google or something. You do something to it, and it's supposed to keep them away. I'll let you know how it works.
I'm just guessing that you didn't do any of that.
No, dude, it's just black tar.
Well, yeah, he hasn't put the sand down yet.
I don't have any sand yet. No. That's why I was asking. I was
that's volcanic sand.
Yeah, exactly.
It's from Hawaii.
Nah, that's why I was asking the other day. I was like, how many bags did it take you?
Well, like I said, I got 20 bags right now, and I need another 10.
Wow.
So, yeah, it's crazy. It was 22-foot pool, man. So
you just use like playground sand, or what is it?
Yeah, it's Chad, what's that concrete manufacturer.
You're better off just getting like masonry sand to be a lot cheaper than playground sand.
Well, yeah, but I want to be able to take my shoes and socks off and walk in it. You know.
Well, yeah, your masonry sand doesn't have any rocks in it.
Yeah, but it's masonry sand. I'm a bigot, I guess. No, it's Quickcrete. Quickcrete makes it. It's just playground sand.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So it's like $4 a bag. So something like that. So yeah, $120 worth of fucking sand.
Or you get $30 for a dump truck full of masonry sand. But
dump truck couldn't get to my backyard, so that's not going to happen.
Nah, they just dump it on the front, and you need a wheelbarrow. That's how I'd have to do it.
Yeah, I'm too old for that shit. All right. Well, besides that, the only other thing I've really done is watched the Deadwood movie. Chad, did you watch it?
Watched it yet? I planned on watching it yesterday or today, but I don't have HBO.
Well, I don't either. I paid $14 for a month so I could watch that.
My means of watching things was not available yesterday. So.
Shut you down, huh?
No, there wasn't any streams.
Yep. Yeah. No, I've never. You obviously should watch the show first, right?
Well, yeah. I mean, it'll still be a good movie, but you'll be a little like, well, why are they doing? Well, who's that? And yeah.
Why does everybody call everybody a cocksucker?
that was just the time. No, there's flashbacks and stuff. So I guess somebody could watch it without having watched the series. But dude, watch the fucking series. Holy shit, is it good? Like,
that's
when they stopped it.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's another one I never did.
Well, I don't know if you're a cowboy guy or Western guy at all, but
not really.
Let's see.
Although I'm not like medieval fantasy guy either, and I'm really enjoying Game of Thrones still. So
it's over. I don't know if you knew that.
Yeah, no, I knew it. That's why I started watching it now, because I was like, I'm not waiting 2 years in between seasons. Fuck that.
Yeah, I like to binge everything too. That's one thing.
Old school Mike don't play that.
That's one thing I hate about Hulu is that they only release like an episode a week, like regular TV. It's like, bitch, I'm paying for this shit. Let me binge it like Netflix. Sorry, I'm done with my Moscow. So moving on to the aperitif, which is White Zombie from Catawba Brewing, which is a local place here. Are they out of Asheville? Are they out of
I've had that before, but I don't think it was. Maybe it was another one called White Zombie.
Catawba's all over the place. You probably had it. I know that my brother-in-law Dan gets it down in Cape Coral. So, Yep. So yeah, that's Deadwood. Cool. I watched Deadwood. I put out a movie review today. Actually, we're recording on Sunday, so I hope people will listen to that. Old school Mike included, since he doesn't want to see the movie.
Yeah.
I will watch the movie shortly.
I'll watch it eventually. I'll totally listen to your spoiler review and not care one way or the other to why when I watch it. It may make me not watch it though.
Yeah, like I said, I didn't realize how much I hated it until I made a review on it.
For this one too?
It's an hour and something, and the movie was an hour 35. So no. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Chad, that one's for you right there.
An hour 35 movie, an hour review. That's a good length, dude. I saw it today. I didn't listen to it, but I saw that you posted it, and I was like, "Oh, he talked about that movie by himself for an hour."
I had a lot of windshield time last Thursday, so just recorded while I was driving. So yeah, also there's a lot of cars going by and like shit rattling in my van. Yeah. But I think it turned out all right. I don't know. It's something I want to try. John goes to the movies. So just a little something else to throw out there once in a while. It doesn't take long to produce, compared to this. So, but yeah, that's all I got. So
that was just audio. There was no video component. So
I have a video. Well, the video got a little wonky. So I did make a version that I can put up on YouTube if people are listening through that. Which will just show the logo for the entire thing. So, yeah, that's boring. But But yeah, that's about all I got. So if you guys don't have anything else, I guess we can move on.
No special French toast or anything this week.
Jesus, this is really going to be a great show, Chad.
I'm trying, man. I'm trying.
I mean, I guess they can't all be even numbered episodes, but but I'll guarantee you this one comes in under an hour and a half, though.
Especially if I fall asleep before my segment.
There were a couple. I was telling Chad, I called him after the show last week, Mike, and because I only call him, I don't call you. Fuck you.
Yeah, I'd be asleep by that point. I wouldn't answer my phone anyway. You know that.
Yeah. No, but I was telling him, now that we're doing video, we have to be a little careful because there were times in the old days where, I was out there in that fucking shed that I built the fucking podcast studio in, and
falling asleep.
We'd get to your music review, and I'm enjoying it, but like I'd had some drinks, and I'd just be like, my ears are keeping out, but now I can't do that shit. So.
Oh, and now I have to wear pants, apparently. That's bullshit.
Well, you don't. I mean, you don't have to get up. I think we have some outtakes of you showing your ass anyway, so.
That is true.
Yeah, I may release those. Although we'll probably get flagged on YouTube. Like Master Ken, Chad. You know Master Ken, right?
Oh, I love Master Ken.
He just got a video. If people don't know, Master Ken is this guy. I found him on Facebook, but he's got YouTube videos. He looks like he's probably actually a real martial artist, but he decided to make this goofy persona. It's fucking great. Look up Master Ken. But he's got a video like 101 ways to hit the crotch. Right, punch the groin. It got flagged on YouTube for sexual content, and they took it off.
Kidding me?
And they took it off. He appealed it, and they still took it off. Right? I know he's punching some dude in the groin like 101 times. Sexual content. I'm like, what kind of sex is YouTube having? Really? That this is sexual content.
You ever have a girl give you a hand job? It's pretty similar.
Oh, my son listens to this, by the way.
Oh, well, then he should be warned.
Yeah.
Nobody can do it as good as you can. You can take that way out of context.
Yeah, seriously, nobody does it on, huh?
Yeah, that was fucked up, dude. Thank you. But it actually ties into a little bit of my Brightburn review. There's a part in that movie that's completely fucked up. Not that anybody gives anybody a hand job, but listen to the review and you'll find out what I'm talking about. All right, I'm going to go ahead with my shit, and I have an intro.
Well, what's on the television then?
Wait till they get a load of me.
I love it when a plan comes together.
There can be only one.
Alcohol is a way of life.
I know you are, but what am I?
Let's go channel surfing with John.
That's right. Let's go channel surfing with me. I've got a few stories that I'm going to breeze through because we want to try to tighten some shit up here because god damn, we went long last week. Oh, Chad, what are you just throwing shit around? Bang, bang.
Bang, bang. So I opened up my second beer. It's an HHG APA, Americana Pale Ale. So
an APA? I've never had an APA.
APA? It's like an IPA.
Well, duh.
I mean, it's...
But with an A.
All right, well, first story to talk about goes back to last week's episode. Guess who's officially the Batman?
Sparkly dude.
Again, I'll give him a chance. But yeah, I think we talked last week and we did say that, it was down to him and Nicholas Hoult from X-Men. Excuse me. But now it is officially Robert Pattinson. So I'm kind of anxious to see what they do. I mean, it's not like DC can fuck up the DC movie universe any more than they already have.
First of all, they're definitely going to have to put muscles in the suit.
Well, come on. Hollywood can bulk anybody up except for fucking Danny DeVito. But
yeah, I don't know. I don't know about that, Chad. You pay somebody enough. You pay me enough, I might start working out.
What's that? Pereira? What's that comedian? Pereira? Something Pereira? I can't think of his name, but he had a whole bit. He had a whole bit about that on Bob and Tom one time, where he's like, I read an article the other day about Demi Moore, and how courageous she was to be, over 40 and in such good shape. He's like, bullshit. She makes enough money. She can pay somebody to slap cookies out of her hand all fucking day long. Like, yeah. So
not to mention the human growth hormone.
Yeah,
hey, come on.
That's it.
You can afford that shit. Your face is tight, your tone.
Man, I wish I could afford that shit, but I can't. Although somebody in North Carolina won the 345 million Powerball. I didn't read the article. I just saw the, like most Americans, I just read the headline.
Assuming it wasn't you because you're still doing the podcast.
Wasn't me. No, I'd have a whole better studio if I had. So anyway, we get Edward Cullen as Batman, and honestly, hey, I'll give him a shot.
I give anybody a shot.
In the mouth.
In the mouth.
Oh God, twinsies.
2 seconds too late.
This guy over here, twinsies with me. We'll just blame that on Chad's shitty internet connection. Anyway, next story I had to talk about. Netflix reveals Jessica Jones' final season premiere date. So,
really?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Well, they had already done it. Even though they canceled all the Netflix shows, they had already made Jessica season 3. So
I didn't know that. Wow.
Yeah. And honestly, as much as I love Daredevil, season 1 and 2, I think the Jessica Jones season 1 was probably my favorite out of the entire Netflix stable of series. It was just done so fucking well.
It was a pretty good show.
Season 2, however,
that was a little wonky at points. Parts of it were okay.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they were definitely doing their job well of tying it all together.
Right.
I don't mean her show together. I mean all the
shows with
Netflix
the Defenders.
shows.
Yeah. So we've got the last season coming. So we get one more Marvel show out of Netflix before everything moves to Hulu.
It doesn't count anyway. Yeah.
Before it all moves to Hulu. I'm hoping.
This is like the best What If comic ever.
Kind of. Well, I mean, honestly, if they bring the shows to Hulu or Disney Plus, however they want to do it, if they don't cast the same people, even if they do a movie, if they don't cast Charlie Cox as Daredevil, I mean, come on, he'll do it. I mean, and fucking
there's no reason
because he's an actor that wants to get paid. Chad would do it too.
And he was so good at it. He was the best Matt Murdock we ever had. Well, I mean, the only other one we ever had was Affleck, but
no, you had that. You had Daredevil in that Incredible Hulk movie.
The Trial of the Incredible Hulk. I forgot. Yes, we also had Thor in that movie.
Yes.
Yeah, that was good. But hey, we'll see what happens. But I'm looking forward to them bringing those shows back to, even if they do movies. Like, I think I saw something online. Someone on Twitter posted a picture of Dwayne Johnson in a suit, and they're like, "Hey, Marvel, why don't we try him out for Kingpin? When he introduced Kingpin." And fucking Vincent D'Onofrio replied to it and said, "That would be problematic," which is hilarious because I read it in the Kingpin's voice from the Daredevil series. I'm like, God, man, he was the best goddamn Kingpin ever.
Yeah.
He made me care about that character that I never gave a shit about. So,
well, because the Kingpin in comics, like physically, like what he looks like, he doesn't look like a super muscular dude. He just looks like a giant human.
Yeah.
Vincent D'Onofrio is a giant human.
Especially in that.
And angles and shit. Like, you were just like, that dude's a monster.
I think they use the proper angles. I think him being a giant human has a lot more to do with cheeseburgers than superpowers.
Yeah, but yeah, that's well, the whole thing about the Kingpin in the comics is that, yeah, he looks like he's fat, but it's all muscle. And they tried with, what was his name? The black guy in the movie. The one who died. From Green Mile.
I don't remember his name.
There's somebody listening to this right now screaming his fucking name.
Going, you're stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah, not Ving Rhames. I know that. That's what I call him.
Yeah, that's what he was. Not Ving Rhames. I loved Not Ving Rhames in the Green Mile. Yeah, and Armageddon.
I like not Ving Rhames more than Ving Rhames. It's sad that I only know Ving Rhames' name.
Michael Clark Duncan.
There you go. Yeah. See, with him, they actually made him, he was muscular. But yeah, you're right, Chad. But D'Onofrio brought so much more to that character than has ever been brought in before. Just the fucking, the writers did too. We can't give it all to him. The writers wrote an incredible backstory for that character.
Yes.
But his fucking bottled up rage was so fucking good.
Yeah, man, don't be around that dude when he's pissed near a car door.
Especially if you're Russian. So, anyway, yep, that's all I got. So, Jessica Jones Season 3 is coming out. Next story I got. I don't know how I feel about this.
Uh-oh.
Joel Kinnaman confirms his return in James Gunn's, the only part I do like, Suicide Squad sequel.
Okay, who's he?
Suicide Squad was a fun movie, and that's about it.
Yeah, Joel Kinnaman played Rick Flag.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
gotcha.
in the first one. I like Joel Kinnaman. I'm one of the few people, probably the only one out of the three of us, that actually enjoyed the RoboCop reboot. And
a movie.
It is a movie.
I liked it. The only complaint I had is that I wish it would have been rated R. But other than that, I liked it. Thought it was good. I thought it embodied the almost subversive. Well, not quite. Like the original RoboCop, that's a subversive fucking movie, man. It's all about capitalism, corporate greed.
Yeah, I loved the style it was shot in, and whoever made that, didn't they also make Starship Troopers? Wasn't it all that's shot in that same style?
You know what? I think it was. I can't think of his name right now. Which movie guy. I should know that off the top of my head. But yeah, I think it was. Well, anyhow, I mean, Joel Kinnaman was forgettable in the first Suicide Squad, so I don't know why this is a new story. Surprisingly, in the first Suicide Squad, my favorite part was Will Smith, which was really weird to me because
even like the Joker.
Fuck that Joker, goddamn. Yeah, hashtag not my Joker.
Yeah, I didn't care for Jared Leto's Joker, but I like the Harley stuff. Yeah, and I like the imagery of him with her. I mean, it's not like you say, hashtag not my Joker. But like they totally homage so many comics like so quickly.
They did. Well, I mean, they did they threw that Alex Ross painting in there. Well, I mean, the homage to the painting.
Mm-hmm.
He was so bad as Joker. I liked a little cameo with Batman in Suicide Squad, but for the most part, the movie, I mean, Cara Delevingne, yeah, she's hot, but not really a supervillain. And
she was Enchantress?
Yeah.
Okay.
And,
gotcha.
What's his name that played Captain Boomerang?
I didn't like that Captain Boomerang.
That guy, Hollywood is trying so hard to make us like that guy. They threw him in a fucking Terminator movie. What the fuck? Who's barking?
That's Ahsoka barking. I don't know what she's barking at. That's inside.
Yeah.
And I'm outside, and she's that loud. So yeah, I'm sure she's getting yelled at. Sorry.
Yeah, that movie, it was okay. Like Chad said, it was a movie. It wasn't horrible, but it wasn't at all good.
It was bright and flashy, lots of explosions.
Yeah, but it made enough money to inspire a sequel. So, and James Gunn got to direct it because Disney threw him off of Guardians until they came to their senses. Yeah, until they came to their senses, but apparently Joel Kinnaman's back. So that was the story.
What if he's the saving grace to that movie?
Not
this actor kid. I mean, fuck him.
Oh, yeah. James Gunn. I get you, but I just got done shitting all over him and his brothers in a review that got posted today. So, I mean, you can only polish a turd so much. It's still a piece of shit. So, we'll see. I'll go see it.
Are you saying that movie you reviewed is a classic case of nepotism?
Possibly. Yeah. It's like, hey, our big brother James, he's popular. Maybe we can give this to him. And sometimes it works out.
That's the Joss Whedon deal.
Well, it's the Kevin Smith, Matt Damon, Ben Affleck deal as well.
Yeah.
You know, Kevin made it big with Clerks and gave that shit fucking their script to. But that was a good movie. That was the difference. Yeah. So we'll see what happens. I'll see it. I may wait and see what the reviews look like before I actually pay money in the theater. But this one, Chad, I next story I picked especially for you because I want to hear your take on it. Literally, apparently,
oh, this is going to be good.
This is an animated project from Stan Lee. It was his final thing before he died. And a company called...
Don't make me say bad things about dead people.
No. Keep listening. You're going to love this. A company called POW Entertainment and Genius Brands International is bringing to life Stan's final project, Superhero Kindergarten, an animated series that will star Arnold Schwarzenegger.
So it's essentially Kindergarten Cop.
But they're superheroes.
But with superheroes.
Like, literally, like, I have to, I'm doing some behind-the-scenes magic here, but I got to show you the fucking, if we can see it, right there.
Oh, he's the teacher.
Fuck yeah.
Oh.
It's not the tumor.
It's not the tumor.
I was hoping he was just going to be like the Russian exchange student. I'm from Austria.
I'll watch this, and I know Chad has softened on his hate for Stan Lee, so he'll watch it too. Also, so
POW Entertainment. I mean, I'm pretty sure that them in conjunction. That was Stan Lee's like baby. I'm pretty sure they put out like the Stripperella cartoon,
which actually got a season, or two before it got canceled. Was it Spike that had it?
Something like that. Yeah, I don't know. I never saw it.
I don't know, Chad. What do you got to say about that?
It's a cartoon.
I don't know.
One's a movie.
I specifically grabbed that for you because first Stan Lee and second Arnold Schwarzenegger. I was expecting more out of you.
No,
you're not allowed to go to Applebee's before a show anymore.
Yeah, seriously.
I like Arnie, and I'll watch anything he is in. But voiceover work is not his strong suit.
Oh, holy shit. Talking about him, though, did you see the fucking drop kick? Did we talk about that?
Oh, no, the asshole that ran up behind him?
Yeah, but not just that. How old is Arnold Schwarzenegger now?
70?
70-something.
71?
Right. This kid full-on flying kicks him, and Arnold's just like...
it knocked him forward about a step.
Yeah,
that was it. They even talked to him after. He didn't even realize he got kicked.
He thought he got
bumped into him.
He thought the crowd pushed into him. Yeah, did you see this, chat, Mike?
No.
Oh, you got to look it up. Yeah, everybody look it up. Yeah, he's at some fucking, he's at some fucking like gymnastics competition or something in South America or fucking Africa. I don't know. And this guy just comes out of fucking nowhere.
You see him running up. You see him for a second, like halfway across the gym.
Full speed.
Jumps up in the air and kicks him with both feet right in the back.
Yeah. Yeah.
Didn't end well for him.
No, I'm sure he's in prison. Well, that's all I had. I just thought maybe you'd have more about that. But, hey, that's fine. Moving right along. This is something I've been looking forward to, and it just keeps seeming like it's never going to happen, is yeah. Oh, yeah, Mike just watched it.
Dude took more than a step, man.
He ran.
Whoever was filming him, he like ran into the camera, and the camera's all fucked up now.
Yeah, but no, he was fine. He was good.
Okay, here's a different angle.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, here's your phone. Oh, yeah, wow, from that angle, it doesn't seem bad. Wow, and then some dude that looks like John Cena just fucking wrecked the kid.
Dude knocked his ass out. Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
Oh, that's okay.
I figured I had to.
Actually, you'll like this. You've probably heard about this anyway, Mike, but being that we're the comic book guys. I've been looking forward to this for a while since I saw the first teaser trailer. But it keeps seeming like it's never going to happen. And now they're talking about reshoots. The New Mutants.
Oh yes, yeah.
This first off, when I first saw this, Chad, I don't know.
The original trailer looked like a horror film.
Right, they literally made an X-Men horror movie, and I've been dying to see this movie, and it keeps getting delayed. Now they're doing fucking.
That's not a good sign.
Now they're talking about reshoots. It's got a lot of big people in it, though. It's got the chick that plays Arya Stark. It's got the older brother from Stranger Things. It's got the girl from Glass and the other movie.
Whenever they start doing reshoots and delays and all that, most of the time it's they're putting it up in front of
test audiences.
Yeah. What do you think? And then they fucking listen to them.
Yeah, I mean they already pushed it back a year, so I don't know. I was hoping that maybe the delay had more to do with the
merger. Yeah, I thought the movie was just in limbo because of that. I didn't realize that they were trying to fix it.
Well, that's the thing. Now they're doing reshoots, and it actually has a release date from Disney rather than Fox. So we'll see what happens. I mean, Disney can't abandon, the movies that were already like Dark Phoenix, which looks like fucking dog shit to me, but whatever. Is
that labeled as Disney now?
I don't know. I don't think it was, but this one will be.
That'd still be a Sony, wouldn't it?
It's Fox, but
Fox, yeah.
I think it's probably still Fox, but this one is going to be Disney. All right. Next thing, I don't know if you guys looked at this. I think I texted it to you. Dark Crystal: Age of Resistance on Netflix.
Mm-hmm.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
I was never a fan of the Dark Crystal.
Don't like it. I watched it a while back. Jamie and I watched it, and I was like, why did I like this movie so much?
You know what? Both of you can eat giant dicks.
I never saw it when I was a kid, and I tried watching it a few years ago, and I'm like, this is just weird. How do people like this?
It is a little...
It's like the Labyrinth meets the Fraggles.
Yeah. Well, pretty much. What's Jim Henson?
It should be amazing then, because
that's two awesome things.
Fraggle Rock was great, and I mean, come on, yeah.
Well, seriously. Anyway, apparently this fucking story is just bullshit. So, but if anybody's interested, we have a trailer out for the new series on Netflix, and I believe it's starting soon. Hang on, I can't remember.
When it's released, I will put it in my queue, and if I'm alone looking for something to do, and I'm bored, I'll give it a chance. I'll give one episode a chance.
You'll be like,
all right, Ghost of Jim Henson, you get one fucking episode out of me.
Them Gelflings look pretty smooth. I think I'll watch this by myself. August 30th is when it starts. And more Netflix news, but also video game news, because I'm also the video game guy. The Witcher. Do you guys know about The Witcher?
No.
It's a series of video games based off of a series of, I think, Polish novels, Ukraine, maybe it's Eastern Bloc, definitely. That's about these people called Witchers who are trained to fight werewolves, vampires, shit like that in medieval times.
Are they from Eastwick?
They are not. But Netflix has been working on a series with Henry Cavill as the main character, Geralt, who is the main character of the games. The games are fucking amazing. Witcher 3 is one of the best games I've ever played.
Never played them, but I've heard good things.
Oh, it's really good. It's really good. Controls are a little... What's that?
Doesn't Vin Diesel have something to do with those games?
Maybe.
No, he did some movie where he was a witch hunter or something like that.
Yeah, but he's like a D&D guy and all that, but I don't think it has anything to do with these movies.
Huh.
But Netflix is basing a series on The Witcher, and they cast Henry Cavill as the main character. And production has wrapped, so we still don't have an idea when it's coming out, but I'm looking forward to it. I love Henry Cavill, although I don't think he's particularly right for Geralt, but we'll see. And hey, that's all John's got tonight.
Good job, sir. Good job.
Fucking flute. That's all I got. I don't know, man. I mean, if you get a chance, Chad, I know you're a gamer. Mike, not so much because apparently it makes you vomit. But
yes. Yes.
But if you get a chance, Chad, Witcher 3, man, you can probably get it for like $12 right now.
Yeah.
You know, and it is one of the best made games I've ever played. It's great. The control scheme is a little difficult to get used to. But once you get used to it, you're fine until you go to another game and then you're like, what the fuck? I'm supposed to be running. And yeah, you know how that is.
Yeah.
Yeah, it makes you dizzy and you want to vomit and never play the game again. I understand.
Well, that's not about vomiting. It's just you forget what button does what. But yeah, that's mine for tonight. So it's time for Chad, and he's got an intro too.
Yay.
We interrupt this broadcast to bring you this important...
Chad covers news with humor and jest. He might just talk about a young starlet's breast. Dives all into celebrity hoopla. Or maybe Aquaman's cavernous chew-chop. What about Batman getting arrested at Home Depot? Someone like Pee-wee jacking off in front of people. Sometimes it's good and sometimes it's bad. But let's just check out the news with Chad.
Chad's got stuff to talk about, and that's all I got.
I think we need to redo those. Mike hates that.
I was trying to work on it, but it was a WAV file. I couldn't convert it. I don't know. My Mac's like, fuck you. No.
I love that intro. I don't give a fuck what you guys think.
I've got the other intro.
I know, but that's my favorite. That's why I do this one.
Yeah, the funny part is you say that every week, and I agree with you that it should probably be the other one. And John's like, I edit it, so fuck you.
No, nobody has ever uploaded. No one has ever uploaded the other one to the cloud, so I can't do shit.
Yeah, Chad, I don't have it.
All right, kicking off, I opened another beer from Central Waters.
Sweet.
This is their barley wine ale.
That one is going to fuck you up.
This smells like ass.
Scarlett Johansson's ass?
Does she have a brother?
No, it was last week.
Oh, it wasn't Scarlett Johansson either.
She does have a brother, actually.
It was Natalie Portman's ass last week.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, because it was
not good.
Ether.
That's horrible.
Is it? Yeah. All right. Well, hey, now they're not going to do the show. But whatever.
All I did was take a sip.
Oh, man.
You got ketchup and mustard over there you can spray in your mouth?
That's horrible.
It's barley wine, man.
Unless that sounds nasty. Sponsors, then it's delicious.
It's great.
The hell's a barley wine? I don't mean to.
I don't know.
I don't know what. I don't know what it is either. But every beer I've ever tried that's been like a barley wine beer has tasted like ass. And the only other thing I can think of is from
beverage aged in used oak bourbon barrels.
Yeah,
I've had some other beers. That's terrible.
The only other thing I can think of is Interview with the Vampire, the movie. Drunk on barley wine.
Somebody who died.
Drunk on barley wine, just a thimbleful.
All right.
What you got, man?
First story we got. Get my fancy iPhone up here so I can read it.
Yeah.
You could be using a tablet like me.
I had it, but left it on my desk at work. Man stole daughter's Girl Scout cookie for money for erotic massage.
So he stole her Girl Scout cookies, or the money from the Girl Scout?
The money from her Girl Scout cookies.
Because I was like, if you can get erotic massage for some Thin Mints,
dude, I would give erotic massages for Thin Mints.
Hey, girl, you got some Samoas?
Fuck no, those got coconut in them.
Unfortunately, this story does not have a happy ending.
I see what you did there.
It's a whole new meaning to tag along.
Oh God, both of you! Holy shit! Oh, my brain's gonna explode.
I can't think of any more.
Oregon man has admitted to stealing his daughter's Girl Scout cookies, the cookie money to pay for in a rousing trial. Pled guilty on Monday. This is last Monday. To initiating a false police report. He was put on probation, fined $100, and has to perform 80 hours community service and pay back the $740 he stole.
I'll tell you what, his community service should be working in a massage parlor.
Apparently this happened back in March. He called 911 to report that somebody had entered his home through a sliding glass door and fought with him before fleeing.
Wow.
When police showed up, the house was ransacked and spotted with blood. So this guy kicked his own ass.
Like, what? Yeah, what did he do? Like, this dude fucking Fight Clubbed himself.
He did.
For some cookie money.
I really want to throw a clip up from Liar Liar right here. I'm kicking my ass. Do you mind?
$740. So what is it, like 6 boxes?
Okay, you know this story had to have been old, yeah, because I was about to say, where can I get some Girl Scout cookies still?
Yeah, well,
Girl Scouts said the group was working with prosecutors to recover the money.
Oh, God
What
damn!
a jerk!
You want happy ending? You want Thin Mint?
Thin Mint?
You want happy ending? You want Thin
We'll
Mint?
do another great father story.
Oh, good.
Man sentenced for marrying daughter after reported competition between the half siblings.
Wait.
Wait, yeah,
Man sentenced. Man sentenced to marry daughter.
He was sentenced for marrying his daughter.
Oh,
after a reported competition between the half siblings.
All right, I need.
Yeah.
So they were siblings and his daughter?
A Nebraska man was sentenced to 2 years in prison this week for having sex with his biological daughter and later marrying her after learning about a police investigation into the relationship.
Oh, see, now that's not funny.
Well,
this relationship.
You know why, right?
Because motivated by a jealous competition between half siblings. So apparently, the two daughters were in a competition to see who could fuck dad first.
See, well, he married the one because you can't testify against your husband or wife, right?
Oh my God!
It's like, we need to get married. I'm not going to jail.
All right. Next story. Holy fuck.
Next story. All right.
All right. Odd numbered episodes, guys. I'm sorry.
All right. Where are we at here? All right. Former Idaho GOP chair wore a wig, masturbated outside an apartment complex. Did you see this one?
No, that's funny. That's better than incest. I think maybe incest is not funny.
Did he do it for do-si-dos, though?
We'll find out.
That's the last one I can think of. I can't think of any more girls.
We had Thin Mints, Tagalongs, Do-si-dos. Yeah, I don't know what else there is. What are the lemon ones? They're yummy.
Maybe it'd be funny if they were Samoan. I don't know. So Boise police on Thursday arrested a man, a lobbyist and former Idaho Republican Party chairman, John.
That's a shock.
Booked him into the county jail on felony first-degree stalking. Without getting into all the details, basically he's going through a divorce, and police found him outside his estranged wife's apartment, dressed in drag, wearing a wig, and masturbating in the bushes.
He was just trying to give his sister a ride. That's all. Isn't that what Eddie Murphy said?
When the police arrived, his first excuse was that he was trying to scare a different woman. He wasn't trying to scare his wife, his estranged wife, who had an order of protection on him. He was trying to scare a different woman. Well, then the police looked around. They couldn't find that particular woman he was talking about.
Like, where is she? She disappeared.
Yeah. So then they started talking to him again. He's like, "Oh, you guys, you don't understand. I was invited to come, for a costume party here." Well, then they looked around. There was no costume party.
Really? That's where he went from? He went from, I was here to scare this lady, to, oh, no, there's a costume party.
In May. Yeah, all the good costume parties are in May.
Well, I mean, Comic-Cons.
Not to incriminate myself again, and I know it was edited last week.
Yeah, I was going to say I had to edit that shit last time, but go ahead.
But I showed up to a costume party one time that wasn't a costume party, dressed as the Joker.
Hashtag Mike's my Joker.
There you go. Thanks.
That wasn't near as bad as
that was it. No,
I was going to say that wasn't near as bad as what I had to edit last time. So
now I've got 3 more quick ones, and coincidentally,
that's what she said.
We've stepped away from the Florida stories, but these all happen to be Florida.
Oh, sweet! Yes. I mean, you told us last week that we're all Florida now.
We're all Florida.
Yeah.
But this actually happened in my backyard. Go ahead, Chad.
Sweet.
Man successfully flees from cops, gets caught after calling 911 to brag.
Oh, shit.
Boo boo.
Yeah, I was just calling.
This guy gets pulled over for a taillight violation. As the cop gets out of his car and is walking up to his car, he takes off, pops a U-turn at the intersection, and gets away. So what does he do? About an hour later, he calls 911 and says, I want to know, I ran from a cop like 30 minutes to an hour ago. I was the guy that over there off King's Estate. Like, what do we pay you guys for? Like, I've driven past 4 cops.
I pay my taxes. I deserve to be arrested.
He goes, he turned his lights on me, got behind me, and as he was walking up to my car, I did a donut around him, and I left him. And then he just bragged to the 911 operator. If you Google it, they have the 911 audio.
So he totally lied, too. He said he did a donut around him when he probably just did a U-turn.
Yeah.
He had to make it sound better.
Yeah, they caught him. Surprise.
I remember one time years ago with one of my friends and a group of friends. They all had fancy cars and vests and stuff like that. And I remember riding in the back of a buddy's pickup with another friend, and we're videoing one guy in his vet going down like Pine Island Road or somewhere out there, and he starts doing donuts, just fucking, and like dust everywhere, and we're videoing it, and it was pretty funny. And then through the dust, poof, fucking cop car. And so we all headed back to somebody's house, and then he showed up a little bit later with a ticket. But yeah, that was my donut story.
He didn't get away. I mean, if you pull over and then you decide to smoke the cop and be like, peace, like every cop car has dash cam footage. I mean, did the guy not have a license plate?
Turns out it was not legible, and the cop did not mark it down because it was just a taillight violation.
So
he was walking up to him.
He was probably going to give him a warning. Yeah.
So when he called the gloat, they used his phone number, tracked him down, and they found him the next day, and they arrested him. They told him
dumbass.
Have his tag numbers, and they didn't know who he was, and he was like, "Oh." So I where was it? It was, "Oh shit, that's funny." So I told on myself. He says, "No cop can catch me in my Hyundai Elantra." Yeah.
I'm actually starting to root for this guy.
He also had a valid warrant out for his arrest at the time of the incident, had drugs in his vehicle at the time of his arrest.
Even after? Like, seriously, you almost get pulled over, you run away from the cops, maybe you take the drugs out of your car.
Maybe.
For a little while.
Maybe.
He thought he got away, guys. He was like, I'm good.
I'm still kind of rooting for this guy.
Well, he's got the Elantra. I mean, come on.
No.
Sweet. I used to have one of those.
Okay. All right. So that's 2 stories better than the incest story. So keep going.
All right. Florida teacher writes, WTF.
Oh, I know this story.
Say it again. Sorry.
Florida teacher writes, WTF is this on students' homework. Do you know how many times I've handed in assignments where my teachers have just looked at me and said, what the fuck is this? Apparently a Florida teacher, she didn't give him an F. She just wrote WTF on his homework. Parents didn't like that, and called and complained.
Yeah, man, you're not allowed to do anything as a teacher.
Yeah, old school. Old school and I are married to teachers. So,
yep. Yeah, man. You got to watch what you say.
Yeah, you totally do.
And if you're teaching these children, you should be allowed to let them know that they're fucking idiots.
Well, yeah, there's a way to go about informing the children that they're fucking idiots.
Yeah, you could be a little more tactful. That's all.
Now, every teacher will come home and go, dude,
no, they don't. They totally
What?
don't. They don't tell us that at all. They don't. We don't hear anything.
Nope. Yeah, that's true. I've never heard anything. John, always saving me.
God damn, dude. I gotta fucking edit shit out again.
I just dig my own hole.
I would have been goddamn superintendent by now, Mike.
Final Florida story.
Oh, sweet. What do we got?
11-foot alligator invades Florida home, gets into the homeowner's wine.
Oh, I used to play bass for inebriated alligator.
Drunk alligator story.
11-foot alligator invaded a home in Clearwater, Florida by smashing its way through a low window. Police and the trapper safely captured the intruder. No injuries were reported, but they said the kitchen table was destroyed, and it appeared that the gator had gotten into the wine.
I'm pretty sure this gator is the one that wrote that Crawl movie that's coming out. That alligator. Oh, you haven't seen that Crawl?
No, I have not.
There's a hurricane coming in Florida, and some girl goes to get her dad from her house in the Everglades, and he's trapped in the fucking basement. Fucking house in Florida has a basement.
Yeah, in the Everglades.
In the Everglades, yeah. So there's alligators that's down there and trying to bite her and everything. I don't know. It looks like shit.
Still sounds better than the Swamp Thing preview I watched.
I didn't watch that yet, but
me neither.
Dude, look, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and I don't know if I've talked about this yet, but the DC streaming. When I saw the trailer for Titans, I was like, "Fuck you, fuck this shit. This is the worst thing. This is the fucking fuck Batman. This is the worst thing I've ever seen in my life. I will never do this." I signed up for a free trial, found out fucking Titans was awesome. I don't know why they went with that shitty ass trailer. Titans was awesome. Doom Patrol is the most fucking bonkers, amazing show I've ever watched in my entire life.
Huh.
It is like, have you watched, Chad, you watch Legion?
Yeah.
All right. You know how fucked up Legion is?
Yeah.
Yeah. Doom Patrol is like 900 times that. And still really, really fucking good. So I will give.
Just seem the entire time watching the trailer, all I could think about, like, wow, Brendan Fraser got fat. That's all I could think about the entire time.
But he's so fucking good as Cliff Steele, as fucking Robot Man. He is so fucking good. But I will give Swamp Thing a chance. That's all I'm going to say. That's all I had to say about that.
So,
oh my God,
I just want to know how the gator got drunk off the wine with no thumbs.
Well, I mean, he
just bust off the bottle and just.
Dude, he's got like
the bottle. He's like
500 foot pressure per square inch or whatever the fucking alligator's got. I think he's fine. Yeah.
Yeah. How did he work the corkscrew? Did he smell the cork before he got?
Seriously.
Waiter.
The family comes home. There's just like
this is Florida. They don't. Everything they have is a screw top. They don't smell a cork.
Yeah, it was
boxed wine.
It was MD 4040. Whatever. It was Mad Dog.
It was boxed wine. It
Reuniti.
on the bag.
If you didn't start the story with an 11-foot gator, I would have thought it was like,
holy shit, 11 foot. Did you start it with that?
Yeah, that's what he said. An 11-foot gator.
Fucking gigantic gator.
Yeah. He likes his wine.
See, I just figured like the family came home and there was a kid from UF like sipping on wine.
Oh, I see what you did there. That's good. That was good.
But he said 11 foot. So.
Well, it could be a basketball player. What else you got, Chad?
That's all I got.
Oh, holy shit. We are moving right along. We're only in an hour and 4 minutes since we started recording, so we're doing okay. So I guess
good.
If old Chad's done, then we got old school Mike coming up, and he's got a new intro that I haven't heard yet. You ready, Chad? All right, so that was all Chad had, apparently. That's it? You got nothing else?
It's got nothing else.
All right, all done. I do have to say, before we move on to Mike's segment, Chad, you still got a goddamn mirror behind you. The fuck is going on?
I'm working on it.
Yeah? Yeah?
I'm working on it.
Yeah. Are you working hard?
Yes.
I see we have a new Steve Martin album.
New album. Yeah, I got a new album back there. New album every episode.
All right,
yeah,
cool. Oh, hey, Mike's got
it changes every week.
Mike's got a puppy.
Yes.
The big sweetie.
That's Ahsoka. Girl. Yep, she's
Ahsoka.
roaming now. Yep, Ahsoka.
Right. Sweet, from Star Wars.
I got her on Star Wars Day, so yes.
Oh, sweet.
Chad, what's the hat behind you? It's like on the thing. It's like SEOG or something.
Oh.
It's a writers group. I'm with Star 11 owners group, my motorcycle group.
He's a biker.
What's a Star 11?
A club. We're a group. Oh, it's just guys that own Star 11s.
Shouldn't that be the Blue Oyster Club?
Lisa says I'm a Scientologist.
That's a cult.
Calls me. It's like Sea Org. Like, it's not fucking Sea Org.
Sea Org.
Mike says it's a cult. Apparently, he doesn't remember Police Academy like you and I do, Chad.
Oh, no, I thought you were just saying Blue Oyster Cult.
No, Blue Oyster Club was a gay club in the Police Academy movies. Yeah. All right. Anyway,
next week I'll throw my cut on my vest and I'll wear nothing underneath it just for you guys.
There you go. All right. Well, anyway, it's time for Mike, and he does have a new intro, which I haven't heard yet. So I'm super excited to hear it. Here we go.
It's kind of the same as the old intro.
Here we go.
Goddamn, it's not music anymore.
Swear to God, hip-hop and comic books was my genesis.
You fuckers think that just because a guy reads comics he can't start some shit?
See?
All right.
Just the same.
Goddamn music anymore.
I got rid of the kids and I added some Chad.
You added old man Chad. Nice. Sweet. What do you got for us there, old school?
All right. So we'll go comic books first because that's how I do things.
Awesome.
Marvel Comics.
I know that one.
Technically Marvel Entertainment because this is not technically comics, even though it's based in comics.
Disney.
They partnered with an audiobook and digital content producer. The company's called Dreamscape Media.
Okay.
I don't know if they are the people who put out that Wolverine.
Oh, holy shit! Though, have you listened to that?
I have not, but I've heard good things.
Like I signed up for the free trial of Stitcher just to listen to it.
Yeah.
It's really good, and it's Richard Armitage who played Oakenshield, Thorin Oakenshield on The Hobbit.
Oh, okay.
All right, so it's an actual actor. Yeah. He was also the guy in Captain America, who killed Dr. Erskine, and Cap. Once he's Cap, has to go chase him, and then he has the cyanide capsule in his tooth and everything. That's the same guy that played Wolverine, and it was really good. I enjoyed it a lot.
Danny DeVito.
You know what? Fuck you.
Yeah, that one was the long good night. What the hell is it called? The Long Night. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then there's a new one that just started up called The Lost Trail, right? Well, anyway, basically what Marvel's doing with this company is they are creating audiobooks of really popular titles.
Sweet. Like comics?
Yeah. Like they're doing Ultimate Spider-Man run as an audiobook.
I'll totally listen to that shit.
Ultimate X-Men, X-Men Codename Wolverine, and Daredevil, the Man Without Fear.
He is the man.
Yeah.
Without fear.
It'll be available everywhere you get your audiobooks, whatever. Amazon, Audible, Apple Books, Google Play, Overdrive. It's good. You can use your library. Like my library uses Overdrive, but evidently there's some app called Hoopla that is going to have them available. So,
well, I used to buy audiobooks. Before I did heating and cooling, I worked on the road. So I would buy audiobooks a lot and listen to them. But I loved the DC audiobooks. They always had like actors and special effects. Like, Star Wars ones were the same way. So yeah, if they do this shit, I'm all over it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a big fan of audio in general. I mean, hence the music aspect of my life being so important. But like, I love a good audiobook or a good audio presentation, audio drama, if you will. Whether it's big produced thing or a bunch of people, bless you, a bunch of people doing it themselves with like their own little makeshift Foley stage. I don't know. I listen to a lot of that shit.
Even just audiobooks, you and I have talked about it before, like the Harry Potter audiobooks with Jim Dale.
Jim Dale, yeah.
He was great.
Yeah,
like
super good.
I'm a huge Terry Pratchett fan, and Nigel Planner does a lot of his books, and they're fucking amazing. He does different voices for everybody. So yeah, I like a good audiobook. So yeah, I'm into this.
Cool. So we're gonna
Chad can't read, so
he's reading a book right now.
Oh, please, you need to study a lot more, bitch, because you call me every time you have a problem.
It doesn't cover it in this book.
Yeah. Oh, I guess I gotta call John. Hey, why is this contactor doing this?
I didn't see what book it was, but I thought it was
modern refrigeration and air conditioning.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Gotcha. Sorry. Yeah, we should notice that because not everybody's watching us on video. So yeah, that was it.
Chad was reading a book.
Yeah.
Which, just wait, because it's going to get worse.
All right. What's next?
So jumping from Marvel to DC. DC evidently has something called Black Label, which I always thought was like a liquor.
It is. It's also a Transformers like. Oh shit! Hasbro made a line of Transformers toys that were Black Label.
Oh, interesting. Did not know that. DC's Black Label, I guess, from what I gather, is similar to what Marvel did years back with their Max line. It's like, it's like they're more adult books. Like Marvel had Kevin Smith's Daredevil run and the Punisher run that was out for Max was popular. There was
a Nick Fury as well, where he had sex with prostitutes. I remember that. Yeah.
Interesting. I did not know that one. There's it's an imprint. It's their adult line. Whatever. They're gonna have some stuff.
I thought they already had Vertigo.
Yeah, I'm guessing this is like more of a prestige format, possibly.
And for people who don't understand what we're saying, Vertigo is where you got Preacher, which is a TV show now,
and Sandman
and things like that. That's where the more adult DC titles went that didn't have to conform to the comics code.
Yes, yeah, it was its own thing, labeled adult, so they could write the stories that they wanted to write.
Right. And now nobody
follow the comics code.
Nobody does. Mm-mm.
Yeah, I mean now they fucking have Green Lantern wives hacked up and thrown in refrigerators and stuff.
Well, that was a while back, but
I mean that's probably 10 years ago.
Actually, that was during they still had the comics code back then. They still had that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because I think it was it Marvel that got rid of the comics code first, or DC?
I'm gonna say Marvel just because that's what I feel should be.
I can't remember.
I don't really know.
Number one superfan is yelling right now.
Oh, really?
While listening, yeah.
Right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's I don't know. There's some books coming out. That book that I mentioned last week, the Frank Miller, John Romita Superman thing. It's gonna be through this imprint. Something called Three Jokers, which I don't know if you've been reading.
Well, if you've been reading Batman,
there's like possibly 3 Jokers that have existed or do exist at once.
Which I still don't understand. Like Batman apparently understood it when he had Metron's powers.
Yeah,
he had Metron's powers for a little while. Metron, Chad, is a new god. he had Metron's powers for a while, and it all made sense suddenly that there were 3 Jokers, but it never got explained. That's the last I saw.
I've heard the 3 Joker theory, but I don't know anything about Metron.
I used to play bass for 3 Joker theory.
It's got to end up being like a Dr. Manhattan thing from Watchmen.
Well, yeah, that's the whole thing right now. Apparently, Dr. Manhattan invented the DC universe, right?
Yeah, he the DC universe as we know it, or some shit. Like he altered the world to create it, or some shit. I don't know.
All right, so Chad, you saw Watchmen, right? Yeah. Did you ever read Watchmen?
Off and on, way back in the day.
It was 1 book.
Well, it was technically 12 books, but
it was the big thick one.
Yeah.
yeah. The fucking thing was like an encyclopedia, Chad. I don't blame you. I barely read it.
I loved it. I read it a lot. Actually, I think it's the only comic book my wife has ever tried to read.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I borrowed it from somebody for I'm going to read it this weekend, and then I had it for 3 years.
Well, I think Mike did the same thing with a comic book store, but
man, why does every episode have me pulling crimes that we have to edit? This one you don't have to edit.
I'm keeping that one in. Oh.
Speaking of crimes, that's a perfect transition, John. You didn't know this was coming up, but
no, but I'm here for you.
Thank you. What do you call it? It was where was it? Oh, Denver, Colorado. Mile High Comics.
Yeah, the biggest, one of the biggest distributors of all time.
It is a huge comic book store. There's documentaries on Netflix or something that reference it, and it's well-known place. Fucking got hit, dude. Somebody broke in the back door and went in and smashed a bunch of display cases.
Yeah,
stole $42,000 worth of comics. They did not take Avengers #1. Yes,
wow.
worth a bunch. They didn't take a bunch of shit, but the best part, this could have been one of Chad's stories. The dude, as he comes in the store, is smashing fucking glasses. He takes off his mask at one point, and they got him on camera. He also cut himself really fucking bad, smashing
so they have
the glasses.
DNA,
blood everywhere, DNA. So if they do DNA testing for that kind of crime, I don't know. And that's for murder and shit.
Well, they have their own special unit there for comic book crimes.
Probably. I mean, Denver, it's weed crimes. The whole weed department was like, we don't have a job anymore. So let's go investigate comic book crimes.
It's the pop culture. Pop culture special victims unit.
The guy could not have been like a comic book nerd, because, like you said, he left Avengers 1, and if it'd been a comic book guy that broke in there, he wouldn't have just grabbed everything. He would have went over, just went, got it,
got it,
well,
need it.
And that's the funny thing. Instead of going in and grabbing just everything, the dude took his time on surveillance. He was not.
So he literally went, got it, need it.
He was like, smash, want that one. Smash, want that one. Yeah. Let's see. What did he take? For sure, he took a New Mutants #98, which is the first appearance of Deadpool. He took,
Rob Liefeld.
Let me see. I don't know. I can't.
If this is an insurance scam, it's like, yes, we just got into Superman #1 or Action Comics #1 just yesterday.
There's like 3 of those left in the world. Yeah.
The guy didn't realize that Amazing Fantasy 15 was a good book. He was like,
did he really?
No, I don't know.
Oh, I was like, holy shit, fuck that guy.
Yeah, no, but that's what every comment on the story was like. The guy was obviously just a fan because he was filling up his back issues. Like, he wasn't stealing his shit.
You know what? Hey,
we filling gaps.
We talked about last week the price of comics. Now, all he was doing was actually just grabbing his pull. That's all he did, because he can't afford it. So he's like, "Fuck you! I'm stealing my pull."
Yeah, he wasn't even taking like high-end wall books. He was just like he was just filling a box. He was like, eat it.
Oh, that is a fucking hilarious story, but bad. I feel bad for Mile High.
It's terrible, but they're
Well, they're doing
okay. They'll either have insurance or
they're
gonna catch the guy.
I think that's probably the first story I've ever heard about a comic book store being robbed. Besides, not to incriminate me and you, but
John, look over there. That's basically the crime. It wasn't. It wasn't anything major. Yes.
No. Dark Knight Returns. Other than that,
that was what it was. It wasn't Watchmen. It was Dark Knight Returns. I still have that book, dude. I love that book.
Oh, that poor comic store lady. She's like, "Hey, I gotta go to the bathroom. You guys be okay?" We're like,
"Yeah, you don't mind if we leave when you go." Very conspicuously.
All right, fuck it. I'm editing all this.
Nah.
Oh yeah, because that lady is certainly still alive and listens to our.
And she listens to this.
But she was so sweet, and we totally fucked her. Like not literally, but yeah, figuratively.
Yeah, but no.
She threw in the comic books.
All right, next story.
That's it. That's all I got for comic books.
Woo!
Now we're gonna. Will you hold on? Excuse me. You will need to edit this part out. My dog likes to eat her leash.
I want that puppy to come hang out with me. I'm not going to edit this.
And when I take her out, she will bite the leash and walk herself.
But she's a new puppy, and she's a good girl. She's the best girl.
She is a good girl when she's not being a complete asshole.
But she's
being all right now.
We're totally going to get the dog lovers for this episode.
All right, so done with comic books. Moving on to music.
Tell me when.
Yay! Oh, I will. The artist in particular that we are discussing tonight,
formerly known as Chad.
Yeah. No, he is from the Chicagoland area though.
Oh, sweet.
He originally from Chicago. He is known as Open Mike Eagle. He coined the term years ago, art rap, because he's fucking artistic with his rap. Like I said, originally from Chicago.
Artistic or autistic? Because that I listen. Autistic rap, the small genre, but it's great.
Autistic rap. Yeah, totally want to do a rap right now. Listen to my beats. Let me drop.
That's fantastic.
Sorry.
No, it's all good. He's a musician and a comedian.
Mm-hmm.
He's really good friends with Hannibal Buress.
Yeah.
Hannibal Buress is on, I don't know, at least one of the albums, but they went to college together. Something about one of them was the other one's RA or something like that. I don't know. This dude super enjoys podcasts. Goes on podcasts all the time. So Open Mike Eagle, if you'd like to do that would be awesome.
Please listen to 3 the Hard Way.
But
I'm so excited to listen to autistic rap.
Hey, Chad, you are social media darling. You need to send a social media tweet.
I think I've pretty much burned every bridge getting him on.
No, but this guy right here, he loves podcasts. Chad.
I will say he did a not saying anything. We're starting back up. We're building our audience. He did a huge podcast. He was very, very popular. He did a podcast because he loved Cartoon Network's Adventure Time so much.
Oh, yeah.
He did one for the show.
All right.
And it was really, really popular. Tons of people on it. I don't know. Whatever.
All right. Cool.
He also does a TV show. I don't know if you guys ever watch Comedy Central. He does a show with Baron Vaughn. It's called The New Negroes. It's super funny though. It's like a skit show. But every week there's a music video. Which
kind of like our show.
Yeah, they are available on YouTube. They are fucking awesome. So good. Good. So check them out. This dude's in his late 30s. He's been making music since, I don't know, 2010-ish, something like that. He has spoken numerous times on interviews and podcasts about being inspired and loving the group They Might Be Giants.
Oh God, I love They Might Be Giants.
Yes, yeah, me too.
Hey, we talked about the Orange Peel last year. Last
episode.
Last episode, They Might Be Giants were here at the Orange Peel not too long ago.
That's awesome. That would have been a good show.
Yeah.
You know, they used to have a 1-800 number that you could call every week
for a song.
Yeah, for a song. It was their 1-800 song. I used to call it all the time. It was awesome.
Oh, really? Yeah.
It was like a 30-second jingle, more or less, that they would write and put, and just you would call the 1-800 number and get the recording.
Oh, they were awesome.
Yeah, no, super good. Anyway, all right. So because of the They Might Be Giants thing, John, if you will be so kind as to play song number 1.
I will.
It is called Sad Face Penance Rap.
All right, whenever you're ready.
I'm ready, go.
All right, sweet.
Yeah, I know. I get it. Shout to the Jesuses, nail me to the couch, say ouch for the heat and this alcohol in the cuts, have to let it burn. I watch bad movies cause that's what I deserve. Thumbtack in my shoe really, really tiny. Whenever I forget to feel sad, it reminds me, sad. It's all alone, DMX song and train for the pain, so the chain keeps my neck strong. Ouch, my bones mad brittle, lips they quivering to hold back spittle. Keep getting tattoos of old black riddles cause nobody knows. All good feels are mirages, so don't waste your money on weed or massages. Nah, I'm in the hood hearing sirens and the beat tried to make me feel good, but it's lying, so I stood in defiance. I'm only in it for the pain, and the truth is you're lonely and ashamed, and lonely and ashamed and lonely and sad. No one in the world ever gets what they want, and that is beautiful. Everybody. See, that's exactly what the fuck I'm talking about. I don't know what's happening, dude. Bullshit. Try to fix it. Just chill out. Right? Everything happens to me.
That is Sad Face Penance Rap.
All right, dude. I fucking love that song.
It's super awesome. And if you don't know, the very, very end of the song is it's a line from They Might Be Giants. It is, hold on, I'm trying to, nope, not that album. Damn it. Nope, not that album either. I don't remember. I'm trying to pull it up. I don't remember what it's from, but They Might Be Giant song. Which when I was listening to it, and I first started listening to the dude, I was like, why the fuck does that sound so familiar? Everybody in the world dies, and that is beautiful. What do I know that from? It's a They Might Be Giants line.
Dude, honestly, dude, I love that. Absolutely. Yeah.
Awesome. Well, hopefully you'll like the next one. Another big influence of his is David Bowie. These are two groups that I super love, not in the rap world. So for a rapper, I don't know, you often hear rappers talk and they're like, I don't listen to any rap music. And I've always found that like so odd. Like,
really?
How do you know how to rap if you don't? Like, and it's because you listen to it because you're coming up around it in your neighborhood or friends, but you have different styles that, you know, of things. Anyway, next song, I believe for you, it's labeled song number 2. It is called Ziggy Starfish, which is a reference. Well, yeah, you got it.
All right, here we go.
Contact and I'm smiling. Woke up thinking I'm Batman. Every town is like Gotham. I log into my Twitter page and start bending over like Gollum. This dumb credit's like crack rock and I never seem to hit bottom. My representative smiling at you like what the fuck is a problem? Walk uncharted lands with no squad. Watch my ancestors pick cotton. They want me to carry their customs. When I know the truth is postmodern, I won't walk like an Egyptian. Don't talk like a bee pimpin'. There's in groups and there's out groups, and I believe in making distinctions. I just smile and offer you greetings. Hopefully with no pretense. My aim's to honor your physical and leave room for all of your secrets. We should all play a big Scrabble game and make every word a confession. ANXIOUS. Knee deep in the same dirt. Only water divides us. Same places and different continents in my head.
Yeah, I like that too.
Yeah, it's all good, man. These are all from different albums. I didn't go into what album they're from or time period or whatever. It spans a large time frame. I mean, 2010 till now. Dude puts out shit all the time. All the music is super artistic, not autistic, Chad. Artistic.
Well, I mean, I mean, not to be stupid white guy here, but this actually reminds me a lot of Childish Gambino.
A little bit, yeah. Some of the wordplay, I could see that.
Yeah.
You know, it's artistic. It's fun.
Stupid white guy.
A lot of it, you know, is, you know, I don't know, like good conscious rap. It's like thought provoking, but like I will listen to shit. I've been listening to it for a while now, and man, I guarantee I heard nothing the first time that I heard it. But like every time you listen to it, you'll like pick up another line or you'll realize what the hell he's referencing. Like I don't know. I picked that clip just because it had the Batman thing. It's like
I liked it.
Like I like Batman. Every town's like Gotham. I don't know. It's fucking me too, buddy. You know, but
it's old school. It's hashtag me too.
Hashtag me too.
Exactly, but not in the bad way.
Oh yeah, hashtag me too, buddy. That's what it was.
Oh, there you go.
So we're gonna
wait. Hashtag that's funny.
Hashtag anyways. We're gonna end on one of his newer songs. It was on an EP that just came out. It's called Relatable. Right. Peak OME. Peak Open Mike Eagle.
All right, say when.
Go for it.
All right.
When I get nervous, say something relatable. I'm hella relatable. That's hella legit and not really debatable. I live in your neighborhood. That guy you shit talking is right there in back of you. So try to act natural. Remember that movie, they all gonna laugh at you. It's so understandable. Sometimes when I'm social, I feel incompatible. I live in the capital. I live in the forest, it's green and it's magical. I live international. I am not rational. Damn it, I'm just so illogical. I don't wear a monocle. I don't know which sequels are truly canonical. I'm sorry, don't follow you. I promise I truly can really remember you. I'm not just pretending to. I'm trying to distinguish between individuals, and I'm feeling invisible. I promise I'm truly and really relatable. I'm watching Undateable. I fuck with millennials cutting my cable too. As soon as I'm able to. I'm super relatable, super accessible. I'm super accessible. Just look at my calendar, look at my schedule. Monday is incredible. Some people are dummies, but I'm intellectual. I'm just like the rest of you. My garbage disposal is stuck on a vegetable. I should call it professional. Man, y'all look incredible, damn.
All right. First I gotta say, I don't know which sequels are canonical, which was fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Also, I watched Undateable.
Mm-hmm.
Which was fucking awesome. All right. This is my new guy.
Yeah, I think that's awesome. I thoroughly enjoy it. You know, the end of the clip there is like, you know, my garbage disposal is stuck on a vegetable. I might need to call a professional. It's like, yes, I understand you are. Yes. That shit has happened to me a bajillion times.
Dude, I love that song.
Eagle. Is that what you Open Mike Eagle?
Open Mike Eagle. Yep.
Yeah. No, seriously. Yeah. I don't know which sequel is the canonical. Oh, that was so good.
And those are just little samples of some of my favorites, but there is a world to choose from. So find your own, guys.
I love this. I love when
not you guys. I mean everyone.
No, yeah. Well, I know, but us too, because we're old white guys.
And me too.
Yeah, but you're more enlightened than Chad and I are. I mean, Chad's reading, you know, basic advanced refrigeration.
I'm rubbing my pussy right now.
Oh, there's a kitty. He's got a doggy. I don't have shit. My dog's in bed with my wife. Both of my dogs.
He's a good boy.
My dog got kicked out of the house when I went in to get ice. So.
Oh.
Yeah, she was being naughty. She was being very wild. So I was like, okay, come with me. Hurry.
Well, seriously, though, I like this guy a lot, man.
He's awesome. I mean, and the aesthetic, like he's got, I don't know, he's kind of got a fucked up hairdo. It's kind of like dreads off to the side. It's just everywhere. But like he will rap on stage wearing like WWE t-shirts with the sleeves cut off and like fucking like.
That's all Chad right there.
'85 Bears Zuba pants. Like, I mean, like the dude looks like a professional wrestler, maybe.
Zuba pants.
Like, from like the '80s, not like a professional wrestler now. I don't really know what they look like, but
Zuba pants is my brother-in-law.
But yeah, man. So I'm glad you guys enjoyed that.
Wait, Chad's talking. But,
oh, sorry, Chad.
Zuba pants. What was the guy from Bob and Tom?
Oh, Donnie, I got a boat for sale.
They still have him come out to the jukebox.
Oh, Donnie Baker.
He's hilarious.
Yep. Dude, Mike, seriously, I like that guy a lot. So I am going to go to iTunes / Google Music / wherever I get my music and download some stuff.
Yeah. Check out his videos on YouTube. They're somewhat interesting. A lot of them are pretty neat.
Sweet.
But yeah, that new Negro show, like the songs that he makes are fucking like, oh dude, it's like super funny. I mean, there's one, it's like basically like the song's called like Extra Consent or something. And it's just like the entire thing is him like rapping to this girl like, no, but really, are you okay? And the girl the whole time is like, I'm telling you, let's go fuck. And he's like, no, can you put it in writing?
Yeah, hashtag you got to be sure.
Yes, yeah. So it's shit like that. So.
That was awesome, man. What else you got?
That is it for me this evening, gentlemen.
All right. Well, the only thing else I wanted to talk about, I forgot to talk about, was Netflix, Rim of the World.
Oh yeah, you were mentioning.
I watched the trailer. You said it sucked. I watched the trailer. It looked interesting.
It's fucking horrible.
Really?
It is the most contrived fucking bullshit. The actors are horrible. The story is bullshit. And I'm upset because actually I just listened to Fat Man Beyond. I stopped because I wanted to watch the show before I listened to him. But the writer from Rim of the World was on there. I stopped halfway through the movie because I was like, this is fucking horrible. But that was the last thing I had to talk about.
What if it ended well though?
It may have. I'll catch up. I'm watching Deadwood again.
I still got to watch Breitbart.
Starring Pepe the Frog.
Yep.
All right. Well,
I thought that was like the Simpsons version of like fucking Breitbart.
The frog's gay.
Oh, Alex Jones. All right. Well, I guess that's all we got tonight. So,
guess that's all. It's still close to 2-hour show.
No, it's not. We're at 1:38.
Yeah, when we edit, it'll be.
Yeah, it'll be less than that.
Sweet.
So, 4-3 the hard way. I am. I'm sorry. I was just thinking about last week. That was awesome. Anyway, 4-3 the hard way. I am John Laurie.
I am the old school Mike.
And
I'm still drunk.
Yeah, me too.
That's what happens when you go to Applebee, sir.
Dollar vodka strawberry thingamabobs for all the June.
Thingamabobs all the way.
They should totally make them thingamabobs. Anyway, thanks for listening, and we'll have another episode up next week, and it'll probably be better.
Couldn't be worse.
All right. 3 the hard way out. Good night.
Peace.
You missed it with 3 the hard way.